Breakfast with Kemp Town.
Trickstar Radio.
So we're going to move forward now. I want to talk more about kind of like the specifics of events, obviously, because Brighton is a town that's kind of known for running events, but there's no like kind of necessarily any specific sort of like type of event we're known for running. We're just known to be a place where a lot's happening, if you know what I mean. So obviously you're someone who's been very involved in putting events together over the years. So who have you kind of worked with in regards to putting together events for Roots Garden?
I mean, we've worked with, from the early days, we used to promote some of the big sounds, like Abashanti were the first people to put them on regularly in Brighton. I think we're the first people to bring them to Brighton. So we used to promote Abashanti. We started off putting them on bizarrely in the Brighton Centre, which was then the East Wing. It's now called the Syndicate Room. It's like a 600-person room in the Brighton Centre that you rent from the council.
Oh, wow.
And I think that was 95. We first put on Abashanti, who came down with his full sound system and nearly took the building down.
Yeah.
A lot of worried council-looking
I was going to say, there must have been a lot of faces stood around like, what's happening?
So yeah, from back in the 90s, we put on Iration Steppers, Jar Tubbies, Channel 1 regularly, Jar Observer, and also RDK from Brixton used to regularly come down with their sound system, and also Nation's Vibration sound system, who we ended up working with very closely, became the monthly resident. We used to do regular sound system events with their sound system, with Roots Garden selecting alongside them, as well as tours and stuff. And until recently, Roots Garden I didn't actually own a sound system. That's another story I'll come to later. But Nation's Vibration had a big sound system, whose producer Darren Jamtone now has Jamtone Records, with also alongside selector Etherealites, who later started producing on the label. So we always used to play with their sound system, and I sort of learned the ropes from sound system really from Darren Jamtone and Nation's Vibration.
So for those that aren't like super aware, because obviously we have got quite like a range of listeners to this show. Obviously, it's very kind of blended across different areas of dance music. So there's going to be a few people that don't really understand what the term sound system or sound system culture kind of means. Like, can you break it down?
So essentially, a reggae sound system is a mobile disco, for in crude terms. But traditionally, they were home-built speakers that. It started out in Jamaica in the 1950s and 60s. They were playing American music, doo-wop, and later early ska music that evolved into rocksteady and reggae. They were mobile discos where they would sell liquor and food as a business model. They would compete the sound systems to have the best and exclusive music. Originally, they would be importing from America, going to America, trying to find the rare records, the doo-wop and the American R&B and swing and jazz and stuff. And that evolved into the Jamaican music scene, making their own music. It's a very competitive scene. That culture spread to England. By the time we reached the 70s in England, these became huge home-built sound systems with thunderous bass bins. We're talking from the 70s bass bins that were made out of old wardrobes with huge 18-inch speakers in, and that's now evolved into very high fidelity, customized, state-of-the-art sound systems.
Yeah,
these guys like Abashanti and Channel 1 are running now with very, very powerful amplifiers, and it's all about creating your own sound, your unique sound, using your own equipment. That it's not like having a big posh line array sound system that sounds perfect. It's not about that. It's about sound quality, but having your own identifiable sound quality. Sound systems kind of like a collective thing as well, where everyone plays a part. You've got the people that help lift the boxes, the people that do the technical side of it, the selector, aka the DJ, and the MC, and it's about being totally self-sufficient, and having that collective force where you can come in, string up your sound system, and create your instant vibe. So all the UK sound systems have got their identifiable style that they play in, their own boxes, and their own vibe that they bring with them. That's about the easiest way for me to summarise it.
Yeah. No, it's good though, because I like to get, obviously with anything like this, it's good to get kind of like the breakdown from someone who knows what they're talking about, you know what I mean? So moving forward then, obviously I want to look at kind of like events still and kind of go like, is there like a moment from an event or something that's happened over the years in regards to this that really like sticks out for you?
I think like most recently, like having our own sound system and playing at Kemp Town Carnival this year is like a really special moment, because it's taken years for me to get to the point and make the commitment of building Roots Garden's own sound system. Because I know that what I'm getting into. I knew the reality of this. It's a big commitment, owning huge speakers, the storage, having the crew, the people to help to move it, and just getting places you're allowed to turn up and play that loud. So this year we played at Kemp Town Carnival, which is a community event for anyone who lives in Brighton. It's a street festival attended by about 20 30,000 people. And we strung up the sound system, and as well as us playing, we gave an hour over to the local charity Audio Active, and we had loads of young rappers come and actually do some non-reggae stuff. And for me, that was a really amazing moment.
Got to see like the collaboration of sound,
and the fact that to give it over to young people and the sort of subversive nature of the sound system, for them to feel that vibe that actually it's different to a club. It's about taking over a space and actually creating something that's your own. It's got that rebellious spirit, and I think the young people, for hearing the heavyweight bass and the volume of it and the sound quality of it and the fact that they had control of it, hearing their voices, looking on the smiles on their face, as you know, we drew like 600-800 people maybe, but by the time the young people came on the mic, it was a great vibe. So I think that for me is one of my most recent, really favourite memories.
One of the ones that really stands out, of course.
Stands out for me.
I mean, Kemp Town Carnival looked amazing this year. I must say, I didn't actually get down to it, but I saw a load of the pictures and a load of the videos from it. It looked really, really good.
Yeah, we had the weather, and great vibe, really, really positive vibe.
Awesome, man. So is there definitely something about it being outside as well? About the sound system?
Definitely. It's about the fact that when you take a sound system and you string up in the street, you create a new space. You take an existing space and it gets reinvented. It's almost like the carnivalesque, I guess, in that sense. There's a tradition of it, and I really think, and like another favourite memory is going on tour to Spain with the Nation's Vibration sound system back in 2005. We played this huge outdoor festival called Etna, which is in the Sierra Nevada desert. It's a free fiesta. It's almost like Spain's WOMAD. It's a world music festival. They have musicians from all around the world, except it's free. It takes over a town. And we played for 12 hours right through the night, right through to about 8-9 in the morning in 35 degrees sort of, it's in the Sierra Nevada in August.
So bang right in the middle of it.
And that feeling, we played on a big sort of basketball court area, that the way a sound sounds in the breeze, bouncing off the buildings, and the trees. There's nothing better than that, in my opinion.
Yeah, wicked, man. Well, we're going to jump into our track of the week next. So basically, first of all, how do you feel about UKG on a very quick note?
UK what, sorry?
UK Garage.
Oh, yeah, I love a bit of UK Garage. Yeah. I'm not totally a reggae guy.
Yeah.
I love my reggae.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
So basically, our track of the week this week comes from a producer called Higo, and this is basically a kind of bootleg of a Georgia Smith and Burna Boy collaboration which came out last week. Now, we've been playing this all week. Obviously, it is our Trickstar track of the week. It's had some really, really good feedback, and we did get this one exclusively. I think it is out now, but I think for the first part of the week it was a bit of a Trickstar exclusive, which has been really, really enjoyable to kind of have. And I'm really, really enjoying the sort of sound that just very briefly, are you enjoying the kind of world music sound that's kind of popping at the minute?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's really, really interesting to see what's going on across the other scenes. Yeah, and I know what you mean by that sort of world music influence.
Yeah, definitely. I think the UK is at a point now where it's very much direct. It's like a direct influence of the world.
Much as I hate the term world music,
of course.
It's a complicated term, isn't it? What does that mean? But I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's essentially just the stuff that doesn't necessarily have a completely defining genre
exactly.
yet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we all know what we mean by it, but somehow we need a new word.
Yeah, entirely.
Found it.
It's a really good point, actually. This one, Georgia Smith and Burna Boy with Be Honest, the Higo bootleg. This one is our Trickstar Radio track of the week here on The Breakfast Show. 64446 is the number, Trickstar Radio, all capitals, at Trickstar BTN, at Cub KXVU. What's the at for Roots Garden?
At Roots Garden.
At Roots Garden.
Or Roots Garden Records, even. You might get a garden centre if not.
Right, let's get into it. This one is our Trickstar Radio track of the week.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with Cobb Colvin.